I'm Phil, neurospicy and queer son of Egyptian migrants, currently living in Naarm, Melbourne. 2023 was a pretty life-changing year for me. The psychiatrist who told me that I was a classic case of ADHD. Suddenly, 3 decades of confusion finally made sense. It also explained my ridiculous and diverse range of interests: writing, DJing, making art, and most importantly, making films. In 2014, I started working at Film Motion Productions in Sydney, and I worked on a massive range of projects in a variety of different roles: animation, motion graphics, sound design, photography, filming, you name it. But my absolute favorite was working as an editor on the documentaries. One of the most interesting projects that I worked on was called Heaven to Heaven, and it's about the biggest pilgrimage in the world that happens in Iraq. It's even bigger than the Hajj in Saudi Arabia, in Mecca. So I received hours and hours of footage. I made an assembly edit. I wrote voiceover scripts. I recorded a rough narration, green screen compositing, sound editing, and onlining. The biggest and most challenging role that I've ever worked in was as the offline editor for a documentary series called Tales by Light, which was a joint production between the National Geographic Channel and Canon Australia. I received about 44 hours worth of footage. I created a rough assembly edit. I wrote scripts for the voiceover, basically built the story with no real guidance from the director or anyone else. And that episode is currently showing on the National Geographic Channel and on Netflix, virtually unchanged, which I'm pretty proud of. Working with the Torres Strait Islander artist Kantisha Takai, I was responsible for editing 12 interviews with Torres Strait Islander elders. This project was commissioned by the Gab-Tatui Cultural Centre on Waiben, Thursday Island. I basically took several hours worth of interviews in English and Torres Strait Creole, created the stories. I did all of the historical and image research. I did all the sound editing, the graphics, etc. And that was shown at an exhibition at the Gab-Tatui Cultural Centre. A project that's resonated with me a little more personally was my collaboration with 2 really important street artists, David Lee Pereira and Goody. They were commissioned by the city of Dandenong to paint a mural to celebrate Unwrapped, which was Dandenong's first queer cultural festival. I was responsible for the whole project, from the initial idea through to interviewing queer artists of colour in Dandenong about their experiences. I filmed them, I put the whole edit together, and the final project was shown at the City of Dandenong's Idaho Bit celebrations, as well as Q+ in Bendigo. I've got 10 years experience in using Premiere, Final Cut Pro. I have plenty of experience in After Effects and motion graphics and animation. And I've got tons of different skills in all kinds of fields, in all kinds of software. It all comes with being neurodiverse. Editing is basically what I was born to do. Truthful, powerful, and fascinating stories.